season, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
West right, sit. Here we go. Right.
Fields. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, son. Hey, never mind. Monday.
Now it's Fields. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Taylor is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go.
Running left to give to Pacheco. Twisting away. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here we go.
Now Fields. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Running left, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, going alpha. Going alpha right here. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Here we go, set. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Fields. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And some space here. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No much, no much. Hey, can.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Ja'Marr Chase, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
He'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Garrett Wilson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here we go.
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go, son.
Fields.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Uses the spin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a give to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end to the right side and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Montez Sweat from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Walker has it.
He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
First and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this is back to a 5-point game. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play action, Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards away. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now it's Fields. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Wrap up.
Still moving.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run again.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here's Fields.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
And one last throw here for Fields. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on the fake spike. Doesn't work out, but at least here the clock does stop with the incompletion. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.